Watch a top right video, please. God's least favorite streamer, Papa Meat. Oh my god. No. 2.6 million videos. Holy. What happened?
Papa Meat channel. Today we're gonna be talking.
Wait. Before we watch that, wait. I really want to watch Kitchen Nightmares. Why watch some loser's opinion about me instead of talking to the real thing? Is this movie about you? Faithful share of God's least favorite streamer.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel.
Genki desu ka? O genki desu ka?
Come on in and sit down because today we're gonna be talking about the food VTuber epidemic.
Just go to Hot Topic with a sourdough.
Guys, would you still subscribe to me if I tomorrow just out of nowhere had like a potato or whatever or like a peanut
roll, and you'll get a goth pic. You will.
The streaming world has evolved quite a bit in the last decade or so. For most streamers, the goal is to showcase an authentic personality by putting their face on their content. Is that what you think of when you think of streamers?
Well, you want to seem like, I'm a normal guy. I'm a normal girl, big boobies.
And the chat's like, look at oh humble me. But over time, however, tubing has morphed the streaming landscape drastically. Today, many people use elaborate avatars and play up their own original characters. However,
did you guys see that? That is so fire.
Today, many people
I wish people used more cartoonish, like, kind of like, I think they have. I'm just probably not watching or something.
Use elaborate avatars and play up their own original characters. However, not all VTubers are confined to the brightly saturated characters with fat, swinging, big...
Mickey, dude, Milky on God, I love her so much.
Fucking titties. Anime. No. VTubers are no longer anime girls, Nick. They're much more. In fact, it appears we're now entering a brand new era of VTubing, a bizarre trend where streamers take the form of anthropomorphic foods, mostly just from the burnt peanut. We're seeing this thing right now. With one man's success, it has altered the landscape of media.
Dude, okay, I will not lie. I was scrolling through TikTok and then I got a burnt peanut like clip about Jinxie being like, Jinxie was like, who's our pro? Who's our pro in Apex? And then the burnt peanut said like, I'm a predator, Jinxie.
I know your loser ass can hear this. Why did you tell that kid he was going to hell for not being a Christian?
I will not lie. I did think that the clip was funny. And I was like, there's no way the burnt peanut is actually like crazy in games, right? Nah, bro. And I went through a whole rabbit hole. And then like, holy shit, dude, he's actually genuinely a gamer. Like, Jesus Christ.
Media, which is not a new thing.
He's cracked the shit. I was watching his Apex, like I saw his like Apex clips and like TikTok and shit while I was like going through. Damn, bro.
Do it all the time. Mr. Beast.
He changed YouTube forever.
Mr. Beast has changed the way that people interact with content now.
I think Mr. Beast genuinely ruined YouTube. Period. I genuinely miss what YouTube was before Mr. Beast became a thing.
Okay, what's that one guy? Brent Rivera? Have you seen that? Oh my god. It's the exact same thing. The cuts, the cues, the text, everything is identical to...
It used to be so much more watchable for me. I just feel like whenever I'm watching a YouTube video and I know for a fact... It's rough because like YouTubers, it's a job for some people. You know what I mean? It's a job in the end of the day. And some people treat it as a job. So whatever makes the most viewership, they don't give a what they're letting go off. If it's more kids that are watching, who cares? Unfortunately, like they will look for more views than it is for like whatever. But like every time that I watch a Mr. Beast-esque like kind of video or YouTuber, I genuinely feel like I'm losing brain cells. I think my dopamine hit is getting worse and worse. I feel like I'm devolving as a human being and my brain is being dissected, which is funny because it's coming from somebody who's like addicted to reels. But like I don't feel that bad for like watching reels because like I'm watching it with other people. But like, good lord.
Mr. Beast format, but that's just because people want to follow success. And I think people associate the food VTube thing as like, that's what people want to see.
It's funny, it's cute.
But people don't realize the personality comes with it. You have to be quick-witted. You have to have charisma. right?
People were comparing it to the annoying orange. It's like reverting back.
The fact that it's a peanut is like totally irrelevant.
No, that's the success.
That's the successful key. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah. We're going to talk about this new trend, but we're also going to talk about how it's led to possibly the worst streamer in modern history. And it's it's quite the ride, so buckle up. The catalyst for this epidemic of food tubers is a well-known Twitch streamer that you've all probably heard about, the Burnt Peanut. I think he really blew up with Arc Raiders. I had a buddy that watched him all out when he did, I think he was an Escape from Tarkov guy back in the day. But anyways, funny guy, quick-witted, and good at games. Like, that's like you have to have.
I genuinely think that if Peanut wasn't such a god gamer that he was, I don't think he would have grown. I think that's it.
I don't know if there's many Twitch streamers that do very well. I know people say that players are bad.
Same with his personality. I think it's a mixture of his personality and his like thingy. And have you seen my new model? No, I'm sorry, Faithful Share, but no.
I feel like you have to be actually pretty competent at games to make it like watchable. Like when if I stream something like a game, oh my God forbid.
Yeah, you get grilled.
Horrible, tortured. I mean, people don't want to, and people are backseat gaming the whole time. You have to follow somebody that feels competent at the game. They're quick-witted, they're funny, they're likable, all those things. Like it's a very rare thing to have, I feel like. And over the last 2 years, the Burnt Peanut has risen to unfathomable fame. Every time I see that on Twitch, it's like 60 to 70,000 people watching. It's pretty insane.
I think he's botting. Everybody on Twitch bots.
That's also cope though, isn't it? He's botting.
Yeah.
It's like off. Yeah. I see clips of him all the time. He's botting. Yeah, right. It wasn't until
Snazzy,
2024, however, that he began gaining a large following after clips of his Tarkov streams went viral on TikTok.
Are you fucking serious right now? Are you?
Guys, I have a question. Do you genuinely believe that Peanut is botting? I don't know why people think that he is. It doesn't look like he's botting at all. Like his viewership is so like up and down. His numbers swing and it doesn't like falter. You'd think that he would be botting more when he went to Rust and stuff. But like I think that it's okay to hate a streamer, like it's fair game, but I think it looks bad when you're like genuinely making up shit just to feel your hate.
People were initially drawn to upbeat personality, the unique presentation, and the small details like his character's rotations of
I refuse to believe people watch him. Hey, dude, somebody can say that about me. Literally, there's a whole group of people who can't believe that people watch VTubers, bro. Like, on God.
Costume.
Let's be
Which
real,
I will say,
guys.
this does show, and it's a good example of you just have to put in a little bit of effort to stand out. If you're already called a Burnt Peanut, it makes sense that like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be a peanut avatar because what the else am I gonna be? But then it's like, oh, what if I just gave him different clothes and then you just use a stream deck or whatever, and there it is. And people are like, oh my God! But that's just because the whole landscape.
I used to be that guy. Now I'm here. I think that VTubing is a very big medium, and I personally just love. I'm sorry, man. I do like the titties. I'm sorry, dude. And unfortunately, that may or may not make it look like I'm a different type of VTuber. But I like curvy women. I do.
Is so boring and not inspired. That was like a deal back in the day when I first saw Dr.
Like,
Disrespect.
I feel like the reason why probably like Chibi Doki probably doesn't have this issue because like her avatar is just so silly and like cute and etc etc. But like I don't really want to have a VTuber. I really have fun with this VTuber. I really enjoy it, and I don't really care.
Streams, you'd see all those transitions and shit, and you're like, the production level on this is crazy. I mean, a lot of people can do that. It's just a matter of, do you have the gumption?
Demi is so lesbian coded.
Do you have the creative will? If I was watching this, I would want to see this. You know what I mean?
I want to see the Burnt Peanut sitting on a beanbag chair with the Xbox controller and Cheetos, you know, because he switches out the background and stuff. So I think that's exciting for...
Sorry, I don't know why, but... I had a panic attack while you're talking. But to be fair, though, the large part of the Twitch landscape or streaming landscape is, how do I say this in a nice way? It's like people that aren't the most social, that are just good at games. And, you know, they have a quirky thing where they look at the camera and they'll be like, hog. Hog.
Whoa!
Yo, that guy just got owned. Hey, Crystal Scepter, thank you so much for the 2 months, man. That's one thing that I found too. The bro
His
culture
t-shirt is so up
on
looking.
Twitch is insane. I didn't expect it. I think it's just mostly Call of Duty and that kind of thing, but it's always like, yo, okay, I'm dropping in. And I'm sitting there, I'm like watching it on like my break at work. I'm like,
It used to be me, dude. I swear to God, back in the day when I was like a chatter and shit before I was a streamer, I had so much fun watching I'm a Cutie Pie. I love watching League of Legends back in the day, and I was like, I did Dooley Dongerino before my like day, and I would like. I would watch that on speaker, and my sister is trying to get ready for school as well, and she would also be listening to it because I had it on speaker. And then she was like, "Can you not have it on speaker?" And I said, "Like, but I can't listen to it when I'm in the shower." She was like, "Fair enough."
I wish that was me. When Arc Raiders released in 2025, he became one of the streamers to watch play that game, pushing him into peak stardom. And with this rapid growth came a higher production budget and tons of collaborations with other known streamers. This is not without pushback, however, as people across the internet think both the Burnt Peanut and his fan base are insufferable.
I don't like the Burnt Peanut because of a lot of his like takes in American shit, and it just like
This is
I don't
not
know,
without
puts me
pushback,
off.
however.
But you cannot deny that he does have a lot of like, he does try hard when it comes to streaming. Like he genuinely like try hards. Like he is high energy. He puts the effort in. He puts the effort in so many outfits. He puts the effort in showing up. He puts the effort in trying to do stuff that is not his normal content. Shit like that.
As people across the internet think both the Burnt Peanut and his fan base are insufferable. People post videos of fans laughing, clapping their hands and feet to what looks like brain not screaming content, which I want to interject here as well. That shit, you get popular enough, you're gonna get hate. You know what I mean? The is a Peanut VTuber playing
Because
Ark.
like, you gotta remember, before Burnt Peanut was a thing, there were so many people who were using that like Snapchat filter thingy before he was a thing.
Raiders. If you're like, making fun of that,
He was the person that made it like a pipeline. I'm not gonna lie. Lalo, like he's for 5 months.
What is your top three?
it's just a thing where it's just it becomes popular, therefore so
I really like
fucking
the
that
crescent
anymore,
moon.
actually. That's stupid. And yeah, is there like some cringe comments
Oh my
with
god, you know what? I remember in Twitter, classic Twitter shit. Me. Anyway, classic Twitter. I remember when somebody was like, "This looks like V-botting to me," and I said, "No, it doesn't look like V-botting." And then people were like calling me a Burnt Peanut lover, and I'm like, "What the is with you? Holy shit, bro! What the actual dude? Just because I don't agree with one thing doesn't mean you can just assume my entire opinion. It's just so dumb."
He says goop. Look at me goop. Whatever the
So
fuck
you must hate waffles then? I take
it is. Who cares? But that's the thing though, is it becomes an easy target because it's just he's very well known. I get to make my little content making fun of things. And there you go. Some adult fans even record themselves in tears on the floor as they react to
Low-key your fault for having an opinion on Twitter. Oh god, dude.
his streams. I don't think I've ever had that, luckily. I don't think my fan base has ever been that dedicated where some guy's like, oh my god. Other Peanut fans hail him as a god and are extremely parasocial with him. And if you look at any comment section, even related to him, you'll find comments saying that he is the light in a dark world. Or that he needs to be on every TV in America. Which he has dedicated fans. What the f? You can say that with any rabid fan base. Look at any fan base. The problem is when a fan base becomes rabid, they become insufferable. To people who aren't into that fandom.
True.
That's why you get like the Has Been Hotel. People hate those fans, or like Amazing Digital Circus, all that kind of shit. Rick and Morty. It's just it comes with the territory of being a huge like IP or star.
People just
I'm
rabid.
here.
People get rabid, they get excited, they can't help it. Essentially, people treat the Burnt Peanuts audience like the classic millennial cringe, quirky.
Oh my god, this ass video, dude. I can't. Like, there's just something about it that makes me feel so bad.
Usually, people treat the Burnt Peanuts audience like the classic millennial cringe, quirky chungus, spouting random like, oh, that's epic, goop, all that kind of stuff, and people associate that's where it comes from, right? This weird behavior also started a trend of people making videos mocking the fan base.
Guys, don't forget a little bit of goop.
Portraying them as man babies drooling over themselves and farting as they rock back.
This video is cringe. I feel like he's pretty much explaining this very like neutrally, right? Like it's pretty much what happened.
Forth in pure bliss, which I will say I found a couple of my videos in those and it's funny.
Really?
Yeah. Usually it's people, it's like their feet on the desk and they're like all curled up like this and like, and they clap their feet and there's like a monitor with like 7 things going and I've seen my videos on there and I'm like, hell yeah. If one of my viewers is at home drooling in a spit bib right now, dude, praise the Lord. I'm talking about
Guys, if there's anybody in the chat that's just rubbing their belly while eating, while watching me, yo, I hope you're having a great day.
Hey, he has risen. But for people who think that the burnt peanut is the most annoying, like, oh my god, it's the fan base, it's so annoying. You probably should check out the competition of people that are copying him. Because the burnt peanut has seen massive success streaming in this style, it has inspired a whole new wave of copycats who try to treat his content as a formula for success. And if you scroll through TikTok or Instagram Reels, you are bound to find clips of people streaming as
Guys, if you were a fruit for a stream, which fruit would it be that you're like
sort of food items and objects. After all, it's a very easy thing to set up with tons of YouTube tutorials instructing people how to mimic this recipe for success. You just gotta be food! Nick, what food would I be?
Cheeseburger.
Editor, put me as a cheeseburger now. I'm a cheeseburger!
Editor,
What's my
editor, they didn't do it! Guys, I think I would be an orange.
thing? You know how he says goop, gloop, or whatever? What's mine?
Cheese. Just say cheese.
Oh, I got my delicious cheese.
No, I would be a pear. Or mango.
I'm going to get a triple stack burger on my cheese. Actually, I would watch that.
That'd be cool if their model changed. You can make like
Exactly.
12 stack cheeseburgers.
Whoa, too many patties. Yes! People, oh my god! For those who are even lazier, you can purchase the models online. And in fact, there's been a massive boom in VTuber modeling community.
Oh,
Many artists have made tons of money turning their 3D modeling portfolios into literal grocery stores. Accounts like The Prime Butter, The Sweaty Tomato, and The Casual Turnip are prime examples. However, there's definitely a reduction in both stream quality and just general personality because people find out that it's like there's just not a whole lot behind the personality that carries them. People on
I will never forget that. I will never let this go. If you're mad at me for never letting this go, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I'm never letting this go. Can't wait to get 6 months in advance. I will never forget when I said streaming is easy, and then somebody got mad at me and then said like, well, Demi, not everybody was gifted with a personality or yours. And I'm like, what? And I was like, dude, what the f does that have to do with streaming itself? Like, dude, and then they were like, not everybody is disabled like you where you could stream. What? I will never forget that shit. Yeah. The girl was like calling me privileged for being disabled.
The scene in Weapons is where the lady
Yes.
on the ceiling.
Yes, that's the one. That should be up. I will never forget that. Somebody was like, you're so privileged for being disabled. Like, not everybody's disabled. And I was like, I think that was the first time somebody has ever said that to me. Like, I will never forget that. That was like a genuine, like, wow. I will never genuinely. What is the take? Dude, I will never forget that. I will never forget that. That shit was the craziest thing ever.
online who come across these channels often call
That's
them out
insane.
for copying the Burnt Peanuts formula.
Let me guess, Twitter? Yeah. Something I had to learn the hard way is that the one group of people that I just do not interact with in Twitter anymore are VTubers, unfortunately, because I'm sorry, but I have PTSD, bro.
Which is why nearly every one of these accounts has a video defending themselves and describing how their origin story is different, which I love. There's nothing I love. Dude, that's how I came up with the turnip. Okay? Why can't you just be like, yeah, I just like him. I want to do a food.
I personally think that if you're so big that it made a whole thing and a whole new thing to happen for streaming or a whole new wave, damn, bro, you have movement. I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy.
Thing too. Why is that so bad?
Because nobody wants to seem like they're copying someone, even though they blatantly are.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be original.
Demi, you're literally doing this for clout. Normal people like us who work a 9-to-5 job almost every day have to make a living while you're sat in your ass because you're disabled makes it a privilege. Disgusting, do better. Yep, that was the Twitter post. Yep. And then not only this, dude, I swear to God, not only this, FYI, but then she went on every single post that was hating on me for that take and then saying like, yeah, and can you believe that she's disabled? No, I'm not even kidding. If you looked at her Twitter page and you looked at her replies, she was so addicted to my disability. Like addicted. She was like talking about it in every single like way. They deleted their account. Oh. They deleted her account? Man, okay, well, I'll explain to you what I can remember because it was like the most insane thing I'll ever see in my life. She was so addicted to my disability that she would like nonstop posting in every single post about me and being like, can you believe that she's also disabled and being privileged? Can you believe that she's using her disability as privilege? Or like whatever. And then like continue again. It was like 5 times. It was insane. And then she was like, she brought up how she was black and stuff and how she was in a disadvantage compared to like somebody. And I'm like, brother, I'm a VTuber. I feel like this doesn't count at this moment. Like I genuinely don't think that counts at this moment. And I'm like, what the actual it was insane. It was absolutely insane. That shit was the most insane. That was actually one of my, in all of my dramas, I think if I've ever had in my life, I think that was the worst one. Because it truly showed to me that like, I wrote a whole ass paragraph to tell what I meant. Exactly what I meant. I meant that streaming is easy. And it's a privilege. It is what it is. I'm a keep it buck. I still have this take and I'll dying with this take. I think that if you're able to work as a streamer and you earn enough from streaming, you are in such a privileged place in your life compared to so many other people. And it's that was a tweet, by the way. I said streaming is easy and I am in a very privileged spot in my life to be able to do this for a living. I literally said in the tweet itself, I'm privileged. And I was super lucky. And then like, it was insane how people responded to it. And then they were like, yeah, but you have an editor. And I'm like, I didn't start like that. I did not start like that. And then like, whatever. And then they're using so many excuses. And by the way, they were all VTubers. All the people who were like disagreeing with me about streaming as easy was VTubers. And I don't, what the was that? And then, dude, streaming is not easy at all. Yes, it is. You just download OBS and that's it. Literally. Brother, I'm sorry, bro. I remember you. You're the person that can't even lower their volume. Of course, everything's hard for you. Like, hello?
Yeah. Well, dude, I actually was, it's a weird timing because I'm the burnt almond. Just like a weird coincidence that we kind of are just both nuts. Just the state of my mind, I guess. This isn't just
not a hater or anything, but you're really rich, flavorful background to be something compared to any normal human being. What? I don't think anybody should be ever jealous of me. My life is not pretty. If I did a draw my life bullshit, it would be like a trauma dump of everything. If I literally did a draw my life, the whole session would be a trauma dump. Jesus Christ, her entire backstory is a trauma dump. Dude, guys, it is what it is.
Say there's something wrong with mimicking the format, but it's very clear that the thing selling burnt peanut streams the most is high energy and personality. It's not his VTuber thing, all right? For those who are able to put on a good stream, the format definitely can.
Streaming is easy, but getting bigger is what makes it hard. Oh, 100%. Growing is not easy for sure. Growing is a very like, if you want to grow in streaming, you gotta think about it as a job for sure. If you genuinely want to like have like 1,000 viewers or like 500 viewers or like make a living out of streaming or in anything, if you need to make something that is fun and then you want to make it as a job, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a job. I don't know why people are surprised about this. It's like you do art and then you start doing commissions. That's a job. That is literally a job. You have to put the work. If you want to like literally earn from streaming, you gotta put it in the work. Like, I don't know why people are so surprised about that. I genuinely don't understand that. Like, people think it's just like showing up and that's enough. I'm sorry, but showing up is the bare minimum. Showing up is the bare minimum. And that's the truth. People want to tell you that showing up is enough, but showing up is not enough. That's with anything in life. If you show up and you don't do your best, what do you expect from it? Like, dude, if you don't do, it's not about showing up. It's about doing 100% of what you can do, whether that's 60% and that's all you can do. That's all that you can do. That's perfect. And that's everything that you need to do. But just showing up is nothing.
Can work well.
It's the bare minimum.
This is all boiling down to one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video today, which is talking about one of the worst things that happened to the internet. I feel like as of lately. I mean, is that too much to say? It seems. I mean, it's pretty horrible. I can't stand it. I mean, if I'm being honest, if you've been terminally online on the internet recently, you undoubtedly heard of a VTuber known as the Faithful Sheriff. And if you don't know who the Faithful Sheriff is, God bless you, because this is the accumulation of the worst part of a copycat. If you wanted to be a turnip or a tomato, or even if you want to be like, I'm an almond, I don't give a like, do that. This version of the copycat, this is a parasite. This is a person that needs to be plucked off the and spit out. Bye-bye. Right off the bat, you'll notice that the man is blatantly mimicking the burnt peanut model. But we've already been getting ahead of ourselves because there's so much to unpack about the man behind the shell. Before the Faithful Sheriff, this creator went by
Bob the Duck. Thank you so much for 2 years.
Dr. Witnesser. He was certainly not known for his originality because even this was heavily inspired by another creator, Dr. Disrespect, who we talked about earlier.
I'll be honest.
Is he in chat? Is this real? Faithful Sheriff, tell me it ain't so.
I'm feeling a little fatigued.
To warm you up to this kind of person, Dr. Witnesser's whole shtick was that, as a devout Christian, he would enter Fortnite games and aggressively push his teachings to those he is playing with. Before we even get into all this shit too, I just want to say, your beliefs are your own. Whatever you want to believe, you can believe it. If people are asking you questions, I don't see a problem with being...
Something that I hate so much, I personally don't like it when people argue about religion and stuff, especially in like chat. Hate that. Please just respect what people believe in.
Like, hey,
I hate when people push it. I don't like it. I don't like when people push their beliefs on somebody else or be like, oh, you believe in this? That's stupid. I'm like, dude, just leave people alone.
What I believe, blah, blah, blah. Your belief is your own, right? That is our right as Americans in this goddamn country. Rock, flag, and eagle, right, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
But being a guy going on Fortnite and trying to like convert people, it has to be the most opposite way of introducing people to your ideals.
I go into Fortnite and teach people the Bible.
This mouth.
Okay, Robert, you're like 8.
Like, it's just so creepy to me. The reason I say creepy is that there has been clips of him talking to children or even young adults in some weird way, and the way that he approaches this is he's always just like, you got a microphone? And people who are just playing, yeah. Do you believe in God? What are we doing? Why are we going here? You know what I mean?
What's your name?
My name
I literally have 1,000 clips of talking to adults.
is Quiz.
Hey, do you know who Jesus is?
As you would expect.
What is this? Faithful Sheriff, tell me it ain't so. Bro, this is weird.
Many people did not take kindly to this and clowned on him in game. No matter how bad the clips made him look, he'd still post them,
This is
and he'd
odd.
gain
This is
tons of views
odd.
for it. Even when it makes you look
A
bad, he
married
knows
man. You said that you were married in the chat.
it gets him engagement. And I think he's hiding behind the fact that he's like, oh, this is all for religious shit and not just money. And it's so blatantly obvious that it's just money grabbing bullshit where it's like, well, I'm just spreading the good word, blah, blah, blah. Oh, fuck off, dude. That's not it. It's you rage baiting people into getting clicks and shit, and then just using different successful archetypes to like rage bait people. It's the like I pisses me off so much actually. And in many of these clips, you see him getting ruthlessly trolled by adult players, only for him to utterly fail to steer the conversation into a serious discussion about God.
I should probably tell you what I do.
Are you a hitman?
I got a particular set of skills.
Male on male porn guy?
No, I have a particular set of skills.
Taking it without flinching.
It feels like a bit. Like it's kind of like not in levels of Nikado where it's like I'm presenting this persona and I have all this kind of like crazy shit. I'm sure at a point he did start off doing this, but then he realized like, oh, I'm making a lot more money by rage baiting. So that, and I just don't think that the man is quick-witted enough or smart enough to like actually have interesting exchanges with people. So then it just divulges to, wow, really? Really? Okay, so I guess that's it. Wow, okay.
And I'm on 30 FPS. What?
Let's watch the F-bombs here.
Faithful Sheriff, how do you watch me then? How do you watch me if I spam F words every single moment of the stream? Huh?
Even when people try to genuinely tell him that they're not interested, he'd often force the conversation throughout the game.
Wait, what was that?
Even when people try to genuinely tell him,
Faithful Sheriff, is that true? You said the N-word!
that they're not interested, he'd often force the conversation throughout the game in an incredibly antisocial way. And at times, the constant rejections from normal adults trying to play a video game would get to him. In one video, a man from China...
I typed it, so what? No, I gotta ban you, bro. I guess we're not having a Faithful Sheriff plus Deme collab. I was really looking forward to that. We can't have racists in the chat.
It tells him to knock it off, only for him to start whining about how he's trying to stop his freedom of speech.
Oh, you want to stop my freedom of speech and expression? Okay, gotcha. I didn't know you were that oppressive. My bad.
Off. In a Fortnite, I mean, my God. It makes me sick to my stomach. As fun as it is to point and laugh at an overbearing Fortnite preacher, this man is very...
What the
Of course.
very often having these conversations
Don't you know he's a faithful chud?
dude?
with incredibly young and impressionable children. In one diabolical clip, Dr. Witnesser gets into a game with what sounds like a 4-year-old child that can hardly articulate his words.
You know how much an Xbox cost?
No.
It costs $400.
Do you know how much the life of Jesus cost?
Even after hearing the boy
Faithful Sheriff, what the are you doing in Fortnite? Why are you talking to the kids?
talk about how he just got a brand new toy from Walmart, he gladly starts going into some spiel as if he's capable of retaining the information. All right, so you realize that if you die right now, you're gonna go to hell, right? Because you don't live in God.
Sweaty Mitsuri, they would
That kind of thing. That's not gonna have a lasting impact on this child. You realize that you're a bad person, right? Your mom and dad are going to hell.
Some people think that's what you need to instill in children.
Well, I disagree. Obviously, these are maybe conversations of religion.
No wonder he was disrespectful clone, bro. He's disciple. Faithful, if you're still watching, I'm seeing too many clips of you talking to children. It's just too many. Too many by far.
So I think you're going to have with your parents or peers
It's
or I don't know,
sussy.
whatever, right? Dr. Witnesser believes he's doing the Lord's
Press
work.
1 in chat if you think it's sussy.
However, and this somehow extends to him straight up ruining Santa for one child.
I don't mind what you do, but telling the kid that Santa isn't real is messed up. Santa and Christmas is pagan idolatry. Okay.
Wait, I'm a little bit like clueless about that. Sleeping Gimme, thank you so much for 2 months. What is that?
Okay, if there's a kid who asks me if Santa's real or not, I'm going to tell him the truth. I'm not going to lie.
God. The kid's like, yeah, I can't wait for Christmas. Yeah, you realize that Santa's not real. It's a pagan religion. It's adultery, right? You knew that, right?
You know, nobody has ever told me that Santa wasn't real. I will never forget that. I love the fact that like when I was growing up and everything, it was never a moment of like Santa isn't real. I will never forget that my parents did that for me. I love that they did that for me. It was absolutely such a magical childhood. And I remember whenever I wake up from Christmas morning and then I see gifts under like the Christmas tree, and I'm like, oh my God, Santa was here. And then I would never say thank you to Santa. I would always say thank you to my parents. I think, which was the cutest thing about it.
Stupid kid. It feels that aggressive to me.
That feels like high schooler me. I would say that.
Yeah, exactly. You realize that God and Santa are probably not real, right? The only one that's real is the Easter Bunny. So I'd probably start worshiping him. Most people have no idea that he's streaming during these interactions, and when one teenager found out, kindly asked to not be posted online. He angrily rants and calls him weird and posts it anyways, which it's once
What the
again. Why? He got banned indefinitely on Twitch after telling a Muslim child, and I quote, "If you were to die in your sins today, you'd be sentenced to hell."
No.
Is he wrong though?
We don't know. And see, that's why I believe in the good man. That's why I tell every child that. You realize that if you die right now, you're gonna go to hell, right?
Yeah, are you baptized?
Yeah, specifically Muslim children. I don't even ask their beliefs.
Jesus
You're going to
Christ.
hell when you die. Thank you, Dr. Witness.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. You have no idea how I was just waiting yesterday when I found out that Sheriff was like in chat and shit. You have no idea. You have no idea. I was just like, God, you have no idea how patient I am.
You rule.
You think people should just get baptized just in case, even if you don't believe? Or is that a cheat code?
I don't think so, man. We see that a lot with like the Mormon wives and stuff like that.
God. Seeing this video in my like recommended was like a shining star.
Where it's like, you try to like, well, the Bible says this, but it doesn't say that. You think like an omnipotent God is going to be like,
When I was 5, I saw my mom come back from the store with a Beyblade arena. And at Xmas, it was wrapped and written that it was sent by Santa. That's how I discovered Santa wasn't real, and I was heartbroken.
No, it's real! It's real! What is this? Turn on the feature that lets you block banned users from watching your stream is only one of the dumbest thing a streamer could do. There's no way he subtweeting me! There's no way! There's no way! There's no way! It's always VTubers, man! It's every single time a VTuber! Every single time!
how did you skirt around that?
I just stuck it in and my friend was jumping on the bed.
Exactly. I put it in. I didn't know it was going to slide in so easily. Okay, technically, that is okay. The God I like to believe in, he's like a like storm cloud. You think he has like a human body? People always like ask like he's like gonna shake my hand and shit. No, he's gonna be a fucking storm cloud that's just like, what did you do? Repent.
I think we're just kind of like a mole on like God's back.
Fuck,
In
man.
your ideation of the world, God is a human man, probably like an overweight Italian guy, and we're a mole on his back.
Yeah, like our universe is just a tiny mole on his back.
Really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? We're so small. We're this big of a mole on God's big hairy Italian back. Mamma mia. For a time, he claimed he would sue Twitch over this, but that doesn't seem to
Don't think it's gonna happen.
have happened. He's transitioned to other platforms, but he didn't make any waves until a particularly ridiculous stunt. On February 7th,
Do you watch subtitles? It's already so close to the end of the video, unfortunately.
of this year, of our
Actually, yeah, sure. I'll turn it on. I'm sorry.
Lord's year, 2026, he'd randomly tweeted that he'd been in a horrible accident so bad that he'd possibly be disfigured for life. People were genuinely worrying and praying for him, not knowing that.
Oh, why do you have that I have that feature of like having to be banned and you don't watch the stream. It's because I rarely ban people. You have to be very weird to be banned here. You know how much I don't ban that much. I tell all the mods like, hey, I don't want like people banned. Like, you have to do something for it to be banned. Like, Pro Swift, thank you so much for giving a sub. Everybody who has been banned are like first time chatters. Z0 tier 1.
This was all complete and utter bullshit, right? But it's okay. Dude, I can white lie, Nick. All right, Muslim boy.
That's that's impressive for a streamer your size. The only people we ban usually are first-time chatters who are just like, you know, being there to be weird. And it's never like old accounts. Old accounts, like if you get banned as an old account user here and like a subscriber for like, let's say like 5 months or so, bro,
You're going to hell. I got in a horrible accident.
you had to make so many people uncomfortable. Like, not including me. It had to be like a whole, like all the mods say like, yeah, no, he's making other people uncomfortable, stuff like that. It has to be a whole thing.
I like Windows. Would you ban me?
No, I agree. It tends to be new chatters. Yeah, it's always new chatters. Debbie, it's so funny. Bro, I cannot believe I got subtweeted, bro. No one person is in charge of community notes. Community notes is open source. Why is this here? Why is that there? Jesus. Oh, no. Hey, remember this. Whoever makes a charge of a community note in X has found me and is a complete moron. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Isn't it though? God, it's gonna love this.
Hey, Debbie, I'm a first-time chatter. Am I cooked? No, not at all. I'm talking about first-time chatter who goes like, oh my God, can I crack you? Oh my God, can I f you? Oh my God, your tits are huge. If that's your first, like, I'm sorry, but this is the thing. You're only allowed to talk about like, good Lord, Demi, you're humongous if you're like at least a 1-year follower. That's the rules, okay?
He'd fire up this next stream to reveal that he seemingly stole the burnt peanuts 3D model to use it his own, but with Bible in hand.
How are you going to sit here and post something on Instagram and act like all injured and this stupid filter? Well, it's not a filter. I woke up like this.
Oh my God, this looks so bad.
I fell asleep watching the Bugulator. I woke up like this. I don't know what happened.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that a funny joke? It isn't. It definitely isn't rage bait to get you to click on the thing. Sympathy bait.
No.
Guys, it's a. Come on! Oh my God! People piss me off, man. Fucking JC loves this shit. Hey, yo, JC! What? Dude, I hope Jesus sounds like that. Yo, man.
7 months to go.
What the f is that? There's nothing but listen to Will Smith. Na 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 na.
This guy reminds me of my in real life brother. I don't know why. Papa Meat. I think he probably watches him so much that he probably got a lot of his like personality traits. Aww.
Ooh, do it to him.
My eldest brother.
I love that. Would be sick. Yo, JC, that shit's lit. He's up here. He's like so short. He's like handle comes up here. What's up, man? You my man. After starting
literally same type of like speech like type. Wait, the doctor? No. The doctor is like second born.
Singular joke stream.
That's Aura. Second born. I'm fourth born. Oh man. It doesn't sound as cool.
That he claimed would not be a rebrand, he almost immediately changed his mind and leaned all the way into it. He soon updated the model to resemble a cowboy, occasionally accompanied by...
I don't have the family tree mapped yet. Okay, I'll explain. My eldest brother works for my mom. The second born is a doctor. He's a he. The third born is my sister. She is, you know, the sister that I beat in chess. Obviously. And then I'm the fourth. Hello.
An accent, and would constantly break the third wall to try and explain the terrible lore of this character and justify why it's okay to basically rip the entire idea, to the point where he was even admitting that he plans on stealing his mannerisms as well.
People like, well, you're copying his mannerisms. Yes, that's part of the storyline. That's part of the...
What the fuck?
The storyline. I am turned into a peanut, so I'm going to copy some of the Peanuts mannerisms.
Oh my God, you know what merch I just recently bought? I bought Forsen merch. I just remember that, dude. I am so excited for it to like arrive. It's like on its way or some shit.
Because that's part of what being a bungulator is in my story.
Not only is he taking from the burnt peanut, but he repeatedly talks...
What did you get? I got both. I even got one big size so that I can wear it as like home clothes.
about him and tries to set up some collabs so he can milk more views from him. And also, it's a great way where it's also trying to justify the actions. Well, he streamed with me, so it's fine.
So he's just trying to confuse people, right?
It's like when companies, like, they will make a product that looks exactly like something else, so people will mistakenly buy that thing instead of the actual thing.
Because he'd be like, oh, that's the burnt peanut.
Yeah. He did, however, add a new creative spin to the character that he can be 100% credited for, and it's that the model farts. In fact, he made a Twitch channel point reward that rings out endlessly alongside a green gas cloud from behind
God, it's so weird. His fetishism for like farts is so weird.
him. That's awesome. Yes. Okay, now that is actually sick. That's really funny.
Please share the replies on the Faithful Sheriff tweet. Oh my god, what even happened? Link it to me.
Yo, you watched The Faithful Sheriff too? That shit's tight, man.
You give him an obnoxious ratio? 20 comments. Not a single like. What happened? What the f? Oh my god, I typed it, so what? Jesus. This loser's crying because he was banned in a VTuber's chat, bro, subtweeting Demi. Whatever, it is what it is.
To the Faithless Sheriff, this farting meme is gold tier, baby, as he lets it rip constantly in the middle of talking to children. It's so funny. You ever see a guy like fart in a video and there's always one comment?
He tweeted again about me? What did I do? You're such a idiot if you think typing a word on the internet makes you racist. They were watching the Papa Meat video on the stream and he admitted in real time that he uses the N-word on Twitter. Oh my god, dude. Wow. I literally don't do anything in my life, and for some reason something happens. I don't understand. I genuinely don't get it. I literally keep to myself like crazy. You have no idea. If you watch me, you would know that I like barely collab with anybody. I'm in my little corner, just like watching like reels every day. I'm like, and like, dude, what the things just keep happening to me.
It's always just like, seriously, what's funnier than farts?
It's the universal joke.
It's a universal joke.
No, but you don't get it. You don't get it. Fart is so funny, guys. Let me fart in the mic. You'll never have a funnier joke than this.
Laugh at it.
As more people grind out content criticizing him and his reputation gets worse and worse, he has only tried harder to justify his routine of constantly talking to children. Not only is he interrogating children on stream about whether or not it's okay to talk to them to make himself feel better, but he's even been reduced to posting AI Google results about Fortnite's game demographic to prove that it's not entirely a kid's game, which obviously
Jesus Christ.
it's not entirely
If you think that Fortnite, it's like saying like Roblox is not like a kid's game. Jesus Christ.
kid's game, but you do openly talk to children a lot.
If you hear someone's a child, you should just be like, okay, I'm not going to talk to them for the stream, but it's like, I got to have that content.
Yeah, exactly. It's a conscious decision that you're making to be like, I'm going to clip this, or I'm going to even do this on stream because you know that's going to get a reaction.
Farts are funny, but farts aren't really that funny in a guy that's literally talking to kids and says the N-word and like literally says it in chat and being like, I did it. And shit like that, and etc. etc. Like it depends where it's coming from. I'm never gonna stop laughing at XCC farting.
It's gonna drive traffic to your channel. Just like in the past, he will go out of his way to grind out as much clips as possible.
Oh, you know what it is as well? This is the unfortunate part. When you see somebody who is, you know, decently good looking or something like that or whatever, or put together, farts aren't disgusting. If you see it in a person that you do not like, farts are disgusting. I will die on a hill. If it's to somebody that you don't like, I will find it disgusting. If it's to somebody that I don't mind, or as a friend, or like somebody I like, I think it's funny.
To maximize exposure, even when it's completely inappropriate. Like, what am I gonna do? Waste the content? Come on! Where's the Muslim kid at? You're going to hell.
If you hate someone, you will hate everything about them. True.
Isn't that right, JC? Thanks, JC. You're awesome. Sorry, Muslim kid. Why are you crying? Clips like this lead to him being yet again ruthlessly destroyed online. And what's wild is that the response to the endless memes at this expense are now leading into the realm of legal action. My boys, the Super Mega Boys, would
Oh my god, dude. Super Mega is so funny.
post an edited image of the faithful sheriff's avatar with a realistic cock and balls, saying that he requested it. And it's very funny. It's a very, very funny tweet. The faithful sheriff laughed it off at first, but then people started gaslighting him into believing that he genuinely thought that it was his idea. And many even pretended to be Christian parents that were disappointed in him for putting up such heinous sexual content in the presence of children. He started anger posting about how this was all a lie, only for Super Mega to start posting very obviously fake DMs where he supposedly requested that they make the meme alongside a picture of him exposing his real penis for reference. It's so
God, dude. They're actually hilarious, dude. I can't.
He then posted a video where he pleaded for people to believe him, even claimed that he will pursue legal action against them for defaming him. In an attempt to prove it, he shows his own DMs and tells people that the IRL image of him that they used is far too small because he weighs 300 pounds.
This is
He'd be slothing for 4 months.
not me. Y'all have seen me. This person probably weighs about 170. I'm 300 pounds. Not proud of it, but that's how much I weigh.
That couldn't be me because I'm a big boy, guys. Obviously. Why are you even indulging in this? Moron. Am I crazy? As of now, Super Mega has now received the cease and desist in the mail.
Oh my god, is that real? Public defamatory material with respect to a penis. Sorry, what? Deformatory material with respect to a penis. Why did they write it like that? Why is the title like that?
And ironically, this meme was just a copy of a similar meme that they posted on the Burnt Peanut a while back. If the faithful sheriff had just laughed it off and took it in stride, it wouldn't have gotten nearly as many eyes on it. The reason that it got so big is that he's like,
Because he's baby raging about it.
oh my god, this is not true.
He took the bait.
Oh my god, hook, line, and stinker, dude. The controversies wouldn't stop there. Around this time, the faithful sheriff decided to open up a community Discord, something that is constantly infiltrated by haters and trolls, which also, here's another thing. Community Discord, free open community Discords.
You gotta be careful.
It's like a prison yard.
I will not lie. I've been thinking about making my Discord a sub-only Discord, but I stopped because I see so many non-sub people that are so amazing, and I was like thinking of moving the whole like Deme memes and etc to another website so that we can like still react to it. But it's true, man. Public Discords can be super messy, way messy.
Many are claiming that mods
But
are
I'm choosing not to because I feel like my personality is so strong that it wards off weirdos just naturally. So it's fine.
harassing them and banning them based on their gender identity. Others are claiming that the minors are being exposed to inappropriate content because the online space is flooded with people gaslighting.
Now what the is this? React if circumcised, react with if uncertain. Nah, what the
him to continue the troll. It's difficult to tell what's real and what.
Why is this there? No.
Isn't. Unfortunately, he can't help himself from responding to tons of what are most likely just jokes at his expense. And that's where we're at with—
This guy was not banned in this chat for 3 days, by the way. Excuse me, you don't get it. I'm a content queen. I was waiting for the right moment.
the faithful sheriff. It's been
I'm a
popping up.
patient
Mostly
woman.
it was the super mega thing. Saw the super mega thing, and then you just see you click on one thing, and then your whole
Go
algorithm.
back. Did I miss something? Oh my god. Is that real? I can't even tell. I can't even tell at this point. The craziest part is I can't even tell.
At his expense. And that's where we're at with the faithful sheriff. It's been popping up. Mostly it was the super mega thing. Saw the super mega thing, and then you just see you click on one thing, and then your whole algorithm gets exposed to this bullshit. And it's
Yeah,
like it's
true.
the worst version of a copycat person.
I'm so sure that there's so many people in chat that has no idea about them. Like, literally. And then I'm just like exposing them to unfortunate news and shit.
like the Brent Rivieras and all the people who
I'm so sorry, guys.
copy Mr. Beast and stuff. At the end of the day, they're
ruining
their
your
own
life.
entity. Are they taking things from
Fuck.
that content? Yes, of course. Are people that are using food icons taking from the burnt peanut craze? Sure. You can't help.
I think that if a big streamer makes a trend or something and people like copy it, I think that's more of a compliment to the streamer than it is to anything. Is it shameless? Yes. But is it like is it taking inspiration to something to make it magical? That's also true though. It's like VTubing. I could probably like make somebody want to be a VTuber, and you take inspiration to what I like and stuff like that, and because you like what I like or something like that. If it's done properly, I will just be super like, I'll be like, oh my god, that's sick as fuck. But if you copy my VTuber 1-to-1, I'll be pissed as I would be annoyed as shit.
Yes, of course. Are people that are using food icons taking from the burnt peanut craze? Sure. You can't help that. That's going to happen. Also, people might just be like, I think it's funny and I like the burnt peanut, I'm going to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's doing it in a way where it is so deceitful and it's so ironic coming from a person that's supposed to be a Christian with good values who is doing nothing but being a parasite online and using this like...
Why is it that the burnt peanut looks fine being a peanut, but then every single copy of peanut, they all look like burnt victims? Why is that? Why does that happen? Like, why does it always look so odd?
Copycat method to financial...
No, like what is it? What makes him like look okay than other people like no light? Oh, it's the lighting.
Things from that content? Yes, of course. Are people that are using food icons
it just always
taking
looks
from
so
the
fucked.
burnt peanut craze? Sure. You can't help that. That's going to happen. Also, people might just be like, I think it's funny and I like the burnt peanut, I'm going to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's doing it in a way where it is so deceitful and it's so ironic coming from
Cut and paste zero effort.
a person that's supposed to be a Christian with good values who is doing nothing but being a parasite online and using this like copycat method to financially get ahead. I really don't believe
When I first saw the peanut, I thought the same. Oh,
any of the
maybe I
virtues
got
that he
used to it
has is
then.
earnest. I don't think that it's like for a good cause. Maybe his content did start off with him like maybe wanting to do like, I'm trying to just tell people about the good word, but
Oh, he grifted. He became the lol cow that he needed to be to finally have some people actually talking about him and knowing his name. He realized that being a good person doesn't actually give you views.
now it's come to the point where it's pathetic brain rot. People that post rage baity shit, after a while, it gets so stale to people that they will continuously up that game to keep getting clicks. So who knows what happens now? I don't know. Never in a million years could the people building modern
Or on being a lol cow is so pathetic though. Nobody said it wasn't.
civilizations comprehend such a brain-dead topic like this to exist, and I'm sorry that I had to even indulge it on you, but it was on my mind.
I love how he speaks and articulates how his like thoughts and stuff. It's so captivating. Whoever sent me this link and I said like, oh my god, 29 minutes, skip. My bad, I'm sorry. What was this ad about?
If you're someone out there who wants to take inspiration from their favorite creators and use it to make some fun content, by all means, go for it. I mean, that's...
Yeah, see, like, dude, am I wrong to have that take? It always looks so odd.
If you're someone out there who wants to take inspiration from their favorite...
Like,
creators and use it to make some fun content, by all means, go for it. I mean, that's how people start. You're in love with something and you want to emulate it. You want to like grow as that person. You want to become that person. It's how art gets made. That's how people interact and make things online. It's harmless overall, but there's something to be said about people who do it solely because they're desperate to latch on to whatever can get them views, to get them money, to rage bait people into clicking on something for analytical value.
I feel like people forget, like, whenever I say streaming is hard or something, guys, I think you forget you can be anyone online. Just grift.
For people like the faithful sheriff, what else is there to say? The man is seeking out anyone, including children, to pressure them, to convert them while they're young and impressionable or in a bad spot in their life. He's not saving anybody. He's doing it all because he knows it pisses you off and you'll click on it. And I'm a part of that problem too. I'm making a video on it. But at the end of the day, I would rather there be a piece of content out there that is like having this discussion versus just letting it just be like, well, it is what it is. And
true. Actually, true. I agree with that so much. As much as you want to be like, oh my god, you're bringing attention to it. But I do think it should be talked about though.
Conversations, if there was going to be religious conversations and stuff, not only should be left with mature adults, but it should also be people who are actively searching for something and not just like blatantly confronted with a peanut farting with a cowboy hat on, trying to rage bait you into for a good vertical clip. It's obnoxious, and I hope it dies out really soon. And just to be abundantly clear, even though that this person is doing something that
it should be talked about and then ignored, and then they just die out because they can't like live without attention.
Believe to be shitty
That's just
and
how
wrong,
it's supposed to
and
be.
I don't condone it. That doesn't mean that it gives us the right to go out and harass this person. If anything, this is just a lesson to learn for the future. We're better than that. So please, audience, if you're watching,
Somebody who did it, who like probably like, let's say I was a clueless VTuber and I saw him in chat and I welcomed him in my community, not knowing who the f he is. Like, brother.
this, don't do that. Just avoid it. Move on with life. If you're in Fortnite, keep the mic off. We'll see you next time.
You just never know, man.